My grandma passed away today. She was someone really important in my life, and it was quite unexpected. She's had dementia for quite a long time now, and as it's progressed over the years, her health has deteriorated. Out of nowhere, about a week ago, we had to make the difficult decision of putting her on hospice. But even then, we were told that she was actually responding well to the treatment, and then I got a call around 3 a.m. this morning with the news. Now, there are so many emotions that I've yet to try and unpack, and this was not the video idea for today, but I really didn't feel like sitting here and talking about content creation tips today. Life is bigger than that, and these moments give you perspective. I thought that I would just turn on the camera and talk. I love to believe that I'm not a theorist, that I'm a practitioner, and when I talk to you about what it takes to be a good person, what it takes to have strong character, what it takes to be a family man, I don't just say it to say it, I say it because I believe it and I live it, and it's such a weird experience to be in right now because I can't physically be there at the moment. So there's a feeling of guilt. You know, I tried this morning to find the quickest flight out, but apparently Philadelphia actually is going through a blizzard at the moment. So I couldn't even see her before they took her away from the nursing home, but my brother and my sister did. Yeah, it's just a little rough. It's been quite of a long last few weeks. Even in just the last 7 days, I had to deal emotionally with the fact that my grandma was being put onto hospice, and we as a family had to make that decision. But it's not as if life just stopped there, right? I also learned very recently that my family also has had around $125,000 of more debt, has been continuously compounding, and it has started to deteriorate some more relationships. If you know a bit of my story, I have done everything I possibly can financially to take care of my loved ones, and obviously when you feel like you're getting ahead finally, I don't know, I've given hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And to still feel like there's more, it's tough because it's like you can't change some of the bad behaviors that have been instilled, especially with money management, if you've never been introduced to that education. So I know that I'll be the one to take care of that as well. And I know that that's gonna take a lot of time and energy to figure out. But I'll figure that too out. And with my grandma passing, there's a state of mourning, which I don't think I've physically processed just yet. But then in addition, I'm now learning that funerals are quite expensive. You have to either choose cremation or you have to choose the burial, and we want to do a burial, but that is more expensive. It's about $20,000 that I'm hearing as a quote, and I'm sure I'll be the one to take care of that too. I've had a fever every single day of this past week. You can hear my voice. I don't know how I can get it back. It's been like this for the last 48 hours. We also decided to take a risk in the business to do a $100,000 in-person event. A lot of decisions around that. We already set up a date for that. We already got the venue, which is March 21st, meaning that doesn't stop for anybody. So that work still requires a lot out of me. And then we're also doing our largest week. It's called Content Bootcamp, of free masterclasses, and it's a huge experience for us. It's an all hands-on deck type of experience within the team, and we still have to get the slides up and sorted. We have new hires. We have all of the management side of that, right? When you're working with people and you are responsible for them, there's a lot of human emotions that are involved, and you want your team to succeed and win. And we just wrapped up the Creative College cohort number 7, which was our biggest one yet. And we hosted our end of cohort celebration call, which was awesome. And it was so cool to see people cry. And for them, it's their last waning moments of the Creative College experience. And it's always cool to give out gifts there. And it does take a lot out of me emotionally though, because I'm in there and I'm wanting to see them win. And then you have deadlines with everything, right? Brand deal deadlines to people that want your attention, that even bigger celebrities, athletes that are in my DM saying, hey, can we do this type of call or anything of that nature? And it's like, yeah, but I feel like everything's going like 1,000,000,000,000 miles per hour. And it's also a big goal of mine to still be a good partner to my amazing girlfriend. And that is also another level of commitment when you are managing everything, but you know you still want to allocate hours a day to be with her. And it's actually the one thing that doesn't require much energy of me. It's like the thing that you don't have to make me do. It's something that I love to do. And we had Valentine's Day, which is also our anniversary. So I had multiple surprises that I did for her, but it meant that I was managing quite a lot there too. And then we went to my girlfriend's grandma's 70th birthday, and it was like a 7-8 hour drive, and I was in the back seat trying to sort everything and working still. And when we were there, there was a lot of her family that I've never met before. So trying to make a good impression. And also I believe that's where I got sick from, because there were a lot of kids there too. People think they want it, like people will see the successes that I've had and they'll think they want it. To be honest, when I was also wanting it, I didn't really know what it was going to entail, but it is hard. It's hard. It's because when you put yourself in a particular spot financially, from a leadership standpoint, from partnership standpoint, from creator standpoint, there's a lot there that you have to keep meeting the standards of, and it doesn't stop for anyone. All I want to do in this moment is just be home and to be with my family during this tough time, and I want to be there for them. We have to set up the funeral service. I believe we're doing this Thursday night at the church that our family grew up in. Then Friday morning we have the burial, and then Sunday I have the free event, and then it's like a full week's worth of that. And then right after that I have to travel back to New York City to do our Creator Live in-person event, which is also in front of 300 plus people. I've never spoken on stage in front of 300 plus people. That's going to be nerve-wracking. I'm going to be hosting, leading that entire experience. And then the day before that, we also have a mastermind that we're doing with a lot of people that are amazing and that I want to give my everything to. Today, I tried to work. I really did. I tried to focus, but I just couldn't. My brain and nervous system all feel quite weak. I'm not burnt out by any stretch of the imagination. I still have this great fire in me to do it right. And in fact, I think my fire is hot and strong as ever, because when you go through what you're going through on a personal level, like all the financial troubles within the family, I don't know how to verbalize that in a way that makes sense. It's like you do everything you possibly can to be the person that gets your family out of the fiscal hardship. You do it a few times. It's out of great honor and generosity. Then it subtly becomes an expectation from people, and then you start to see that the bad behaviors don't stop, and then it requires more of your time, attention, and energy. So it's like right when I thought I had sorted everything and I was like, cool, I can focus on myself and my future, it's like, here we go again. Then I was listening to people online. I was trying to find out what I was supposed to do in this situation. I literally searched up on YouTube, what do you do when your family asks for money? Or what do you do in a situation like I am in, right? I saw a few videos from people, Dave Ramsey, several other financial experts, and I get where they're coming from. They all said you have to set boundaries, you have to cut them off, you have to set a precedent, but I don't know if that's what Jesus would have done. Seriously, like, I want to do it differently. Just because someone else says that I can't do it the way that I'm doing it, like, I think I can, I want to give generously. And I don't know how to always set those boundaries and do it right, but I still want to give. I love my family, and I'd hate to die one day or even my family pass away one day and think that I could have done more. So I don't know. It sucks, but I'm still going to help in any way that I can, and I will suffer as a result of it, right? I will have to even work harder than the 100 plus hours that I have been working on a weekly basis, but it gives you purpose, it gives you drive, it gives you perspective. So there's just a lot where I don't have it figured out. That's why I thought it was so important to record a video like this. I know a lot of content that we do here is studied and tailored and trying to provide you guys value, but this one's, I think, a little for me. I'm proud of the person that I am. The amount that I've sacrificed, I've literally come from nothing. Seriously, nothing. And when you come from nothing, it's not just that you don't come from finances. You don't come from knowledge. You don't come from connection. You don't come from awareness. Everything you have to build from the ground up. You're doing things for the very first time, and it feels weird. And you don't know if it's going to work out, but you do it for years and years and years rigorously until one day it somehow pays off. If people could have gotten a snapshot of the last 8-9 years of my life, even though when we think about when my mom left, I've had to do things and see things as a young kid that I would have never wished on anybody. But somehow, through my faith and through my belief that this was all for a reason, I was able to push through. I think that's important. So this video is going to be cool for me to look back onto, because I know I'll figure it out. I know that I'm in a tough season, but I know that I'll be out of it a better person, and people think that they want it, but this is what it actually takes. People think they want the success. People think that they want the notoriety. People think that they want the brand. But this is what it takes. And I always say that there's one common denominator across all of our lives. It is struggle. And if that's true, then it could be your greatest competitive advantage. What you do in the struggle, how you respond to it. If you can actually run towards the struggle and sit in it longer than everyone else will, tend to get further ahead in life than most people will. I want my page to be one of love, of authenticity, of bravery, of discipline, and doing it in the face of all struggle. People think they want it until they actually realize what it takes. So this is to my future self here. You did a great job so far, calling all of your successes up to this point. You said that your startup, Creative College, would hit $1 million quite soon. It did. You said that Creative College was on its way to hitting $10 million in the year of 2026. It will. I believe we're at $5.5 million in our first 12 months. And I know that the goal of Creative College hitting $100 million, I will achieve it. I will. It's just who I am. Everything that I've said that I will do, I will pour everything into it and I'll make sure it happens. So I want you to be proud of the fact that there's moments like this that you were somehow able to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually overcome. Never forget your faith. Stay strong to who you are. Go crush it. And know that no moment is too big for you. And to everyone else watching this, my message to you is, I know it's hard. I know you're also going through your own demons and struggles and trauma, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel exhausted or stressed or even angry, but it's not okay to let your mood dictate how you move, what you do next, how you fulfill upon those commitments. It's how you respond to this difficulty right now that will one day make you extremely proud. Don't give up. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and I will see you all at the top.